Welcome back to Twin Cities Live. Jessica in for Elizabeth today. Over the last couple of years, Jessica, Emily has introduced us to some pretty interesting people here on Twin Cities Live, but you have never seen a story like this.
No, she has managed to find a woman who carries a giant container of cheese balls almost everywhere she goes. And what better day to actually share her story than on National Cheese Ball Day, right? Did you know?
Happy National Cheese Ball Day to you.
So why does she do it? Well, the reason might surprise you.
This is my cheese ball backpack, and I bring joy to the world one cheese ball at a time.
Her name is Molly Sanborn, but most people know her as the cheese ball chick.
Whoa. All right. I don't encourage kids to generally take food from strangers, but in my situation,
it's okay.
And I've had parents actually force their kids, like, go get a cheese ball from her. This is so cool. I bring joy to the world one cheese ball at a time. Oh my goodness, 4. That is way above average. Good job.
Wherever she goes, the cheese balls go.
I've worn them to 32 states, 4 countries.
She's taken them skiing, skydiving, ice fishing, zip lining, and mountain biking. They've been to a Twins game, Hollywood, Honduras, Guatemala, Niagara Falls, and where else other than a practice fire burn. They even made an appearance at someone else's wedding. Oh, and her own big day, which makes sense because she took them on her first date with her husband.
Do you ever think, oh my goodness, what's happening? This is a little odd.
Well, being that she wore them the first day we met, I realized kind of what I was getting myself into. So every day is an adventure. I'm never bored.
So the question you're all probably asking, why?
I was speaking at a youth event about 4 years ago. It was March of 2008, and I was given a container of cheese balls, just a random container, and I had to bring them back to Minnesota. So I had to fly on 2 different flights. And so I'm walking through the Virginia Beach airport with a container of cheese balls tucked under my arm, totally minding my own business. I'm not looking to create anything, but I quickly noticed that every person that I would pass would be looking at me and smiling and laughing.
It didn't stop there. After managing to get through security, despite a few funny looks and questions, Molly took them on the plane, where they became an even bigger hit.
And all of a sudden, over the intercom, the flight attendant says, "Ladies and gentlemen, if any of you are hungry, there's a cheese ball lady with snacks in aisle 9D. Everyone on the plane starts laughing, and I hold the container up, and now it's, everyone knows me as that. He announces me 2 more times on the flight. Then in my connecting flight in Chicago O'Hare, I'm walking to my next flight. People are like yelling at me, "Hey, cheese ball chick, cheese ball girl, cheese ball lady." I'm like, that's me.
With some encouragement, or what most of us would consider a dare, Molly decided if all it takes to get people to smile is a cheese ball, then, well, she's gonna start spreading the love, 1 or 2 cheese balls at a time.
So a lot of people are probably like me. They're a little weird with the germ thing. Oh no, she's thought of that too. Look behind me. So this is actually sealed. This has never been opened. No hands have been in here.
Seal.
Original seal.
Thanks to some creativity, there's a special dispenser that gives you the cheese balls without ever having to touch the container.
I mean, it's more clean than if you had cheese balls at your own home. Okay, let's see if you can get more than him. Oh, and you did?
It seems so simple, even silly, but we watched Molly make dozens of people smile as she walked around Rosedale Center in Roseville.
There's been countless times where people have said to me, "I was having such a rough day, and then I saw you."
A good reminder that it's the small things in life that sometimes mean the most. And who knew? The most memorable moments could come in the form of a tasty cheese ball.
Okay.
I'll take some.
Okay, oh my word, what's your name again?
Mike. Dump it right in there.
I want to feel bad. That's going to be really
Molly.
cheesy. You're
Oh, no, it's okay. I'll eat the crumbs, too.
Okay, that's different.
That is different. She's darling, though.
So Emily says that Molly has gone through 101 containers of cheese balls. That's about 1 every 2.5 weeks.
And she says they're never bad. Molly makes sure they aren't stale, they're not old, they're fresh, so that when you get them and...
Cheese balls.
Cheese balls? Anybody want cheese balls?
Yes.
Molly, and she's brought her little friend.
Well, she wants to be me.
going on?
I get her in there.
Okay, so how do you do it?
Okay, you just put your hands there. and
Okay.
That's good. Although she needs some lessons, obviously.
I'm not doing so hot.
So Molly, when I'm watching that, I'm thinking to myself, normally when a girl brings a big thing of cheese balls on a date, that's a red flag.
Well, I've heard the way to a man's heart is to his stomach, so I was prepared.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She's smart.
And I also got to tell you, when I first heard about this, I thought it was somebody just putting us on. There is no way. So when we're talking, you take these things everywhere. We saw some of the pictures. But are you constantly with these things?
I would say, to be completely honest, probably 90% of the time. Sometimes I'm not feeling well, or you don't want to hand them out when you're sick. Or if I have to run into a store really quick and I can't have 20 conversations, I'll leave them in the car. But yeah, just about everywhere for the last 4 years.
Okay, what about, I heard you were on Wipeout last
yes.
year. Okay, so did you have cheese balls on Wipeout?
I did. They actually called me Cheeseball Molly. That was kind of my name. And Jill, the host at the time, the hostess, introduced me with the cheese balls. She ate my cheese balls, and even when the camera wasn't rolling, she kept eating them, so that was a good sign. And just for the record, it really does hurt. Like, it's way worse than it looks.
Are we getting a cheese ball sponsor? What's going on here?
No, well, maybe someday. Anybody want to sponsor me? Yes.
Yeah.
Cheese ball takers.
My goodness.
I don't want to ever have an agenda. That's the thing. I really want people just to be encouraged. And
well, it's pretty weird / great.
thank you.
And thanks for sharing that story with us. Thanks for bringing us some cheese balls and put a smile on our face. You can celebrate National Cheese Ball Day with Cheese Ball Chick tonight, beginning at 7 p.m. at Overflow Cafe, not too far from us right here. It's in Minneapolis. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
I might go too.
You're just
I'm just hanging out. I just want to be a part of this.
Only if I let you
She
wear
just
those.
likes the backpack,
I
right?
know.
Yeah. Cheese balls, right?
Coming up on Twin Cities Live, new spring designer looks for under 120 bucks plus a Macy's personal shopper is going to answer your fashion questions live. You need help from the cheese
I
balls.
think just let me give you
I've got
one.
cheese ball pants
There
right
you
now.
go.